In 8-cavity magnetron, the P mode corresponds to a total phase shift equal to A8p radians around the periphery, B4p radians around the periphery, C2p radians around the periphery, D16p radians around the periphery. The correct answer is 8p radians around the periphery. Satellite communication systems use the frequency band A10 to 20 MHz, B50 to 70 MHz, C3 to 6 GHz, D100 to 120 GHz. The correct answer is 3 to 6 GHz. The characteristic impedance of a cable is about A300, B50, C5, D2. The correct answer is 50. A TR transmitter receiver tube has A low loss for low power signals and B high loss for low power signals and low loss for high level signal, C low loss for both low level and high level signals, D high loss for both low level and high level signals. The correct answer is low loss for low power signals and high. When duct propagation exists, other line of sight and diffraction zone concepts are payable. B. The line of sight and diffraction zone concepts are not applicable. C. Line of sight concept is applicable but diffraction zone concept is applicable. D. Diffraction zone concept is not applicable but line of sight concept is not applicable. The correct answer is the line of sight and diffraction zone concepts are not applicable. If in line the characteristic impedance becomes real, A true, B false, C, D. The correct answer is true. In a microwave coaxial cable, the inner conductor radius is A and inner radius of outside conductor is B. For TE11 mode, the cutoff wavelength is about AAB, BPAB, CPA, DPB. The correct answer is PAB. In a magnetron, the magnetic flux density is of the order of A1 MWbs, B1 WbM2, C10 6 ms, D10 12 ms. The correct answer is 1 MWbs. For a directional coupler, the power is in the ratio of A 40 dB, B 30 dB, C 20 dB, D 10 dB. The correct answer is 20 dB. As regards rectangular and circular waveguides, A both have infinite set of TE and trademark modes. B rectangular waveguide has infinite TE and trademark modes but not the circular waveguide. C circular waveguide has infinite TE and trademark modes but not the rectangular waveguide. D none of the above. The correct answer is both have infinite set of TE and trademark modes. In a high-frequency coaxial line, and the length of line characteristic impedance is a function of A properties of insulating material only, B inner and outer conductor radius only, C both A and B, D neither A nor B. The correct answer is both A and B. The usable bandwidth of ridge waveguide A is lower than that of rectangular waveguide. B is higher than that of rectangular waveguide. C is almost same as that of rectangular waveguide. D is very small as compared to that of rectangular waveguide. The correct answer is higher than that of rectangular waveguide. The attenuation characteristics of a loaded line is similar to that of A low pass filter, B high pass filter, C band pass filter, D band stop filter. The correct answer is band stop filter. A microstrip line has R9. The normalized wavelength is about A10, B2, C1, D 0.4. The correct answer is 0.4. If the repeller voltage in a klystron oscillator is increased, the transit time of electron A will be increased, B will be decreased, C will remain the same, D either A or B. The correct answer is will remain the same. In which of the following devices can the operation be visualized in terms of a series feedback loops? A. TWT, B. reflex klystron, C. klystron amplifier, D. backward wave oscillator. The correct answer is backward wave oscillator. The first and second subscripts in models of circular waveguides depict the number of full sine wave variations in circumference in direction and Bessel function variations in radial direction respectively. B. the Bessel function variations in radial direction and the number of full sine wave variations in circumference direction respectively. C. the Bessel function variations in circumference direction and number of full sine wave variations in radial direction respectively. D. none of the above. The correct answer is the number of full sine wave variations in circumference in direction and Bessel function variations in radial direction respectively. In which mode of circular waveguide does the attenuation continuously decrease as frequency is increased? A. TE01, B. TE11, C. TE05, D. TE21. The correct answer is TE01. In which mode of rectangular waveguide are all field components 0? A. trademark 00, B. trademark 11, C. trademark 01, D. trademark 10. The correct answer is trademark 00. A microstrip line has dielectric having relative permittivity R. The effective dielectric constant is A. more than R, B. equal to 1, C. less than R, D. either A or B. The correct answer is less than R. The rotation of direction of a field of a linearly polarized wave passing through a magnetized ferric medium is called A. Lorentz rotation, B. Faraday rotation, C. Steinmeier's rotation, D. Fleming's rotation. The correct answer is Faraday rotation. If air pressure in a rectangular waveguide is increased, the maximum power handling capacity A. is decreased, B. is increased, C. remains the same, D. may increase or decrease depending on pressure. The correct answer is increased. A directional coupler is used to determine A. RV, B. RV and VSWR, C. L and C, D. wave velocity. The correct answer is RV and VSWR. A square waveguide carries TE11 mode whose axial magnetic field is given by HZ/H0 where the guide dimensions are in cms. The cutoff frequency of the mode is A. 5 GHz, B. 7.5 GHz, C. 6.5 GHz, D. 8 GHz. The correct answer is 7.5 GHz. For air-filled circular waveguides, the attenuation due to imperfect conducting walls is negligible. B. the attenuation due to imperfect dielectric is negligible. C. both the attenuation i.e. due to imperfect conducting walls and due to imperfect dielectric are significant. D. the total attenuation is almost zero. The correct answer is the attenuation due to imperfect dielectric is negligible. A short-circuited stub is preferred to an open-circuited stub because an open-circuited stub A. is more difficult to fabricate and construct, B. is made of transmission line of different Z0, C. is liable to radiate, D. is incapable of giving full range of reactance. The correct answer is liable to radiate. If the peak transmitted power in a radar is increased by a factor 81, the maximum range is increased by a factor of A3, B9, C27, D81. The correct answer is 3. Radar is essentially an echo ranging system. A true, B false, C, D. The correct answer is true. In gun diode, electrons are transferred from a ridge guide is essentially a form of capacitively loaded guide. B low to high mobility energy bands. C valley to domain formation. D domain to valley formation. The correct answer is ridge guide is essentially a form of capacitively loaded guide. Consider the following statements about radar beacon. A all. B1 and 2 only. C2 and 3 only. D2 only. The correct answer is all. Consider the following statements about instrument landing system of aircraft. A all. B1 and 2 only. C1 and 3 only. D2 only. The correct answer is all. Effect of loading offline is A increase in Z0 A and B increase in Z0 and but decrease in A. C decrease in Z0 A and D decrease in Z0 and but increase in A. The correct answer is increase in Z0 and but decrease in A. Which mode has the minimum cutoff frequency in rectangular waveguides? A TE11, B TE10, C TE01, D TE20. The correct answer is TE10. As compared to dimensions of most feeds, the skin depth at microwave frequencies is A of the same magnitude, B much larger, C much smaller, D either B or C. The correct answer is of the same magnitude. In microwave communication links, the fading due to rain occurs. The methods to solve this problem include A. Antenna replacement and feed correction. B. Amplitude trimming and phase correction. C. Polarization shifting and code diversity. D. Path diversity and frequency diversity. The correct answer is path diversity and frequency diversity. A microwave connector should have high SWR. A true, B false, C, D. The correct answer is false. The radiation resistance of a doublet antenna of length DL is proportional to AL, BL2, CL3, DL05. The correct answer is L2. Which of the following statements is not correct regarding modes of electromagnetic energy transmission? A. In TE mode, the direction of electric field is always and everywhere transverse to the direction of propagation. B. In trademark mode, the magnetic field pattern is always and everywhere transverse to the direction of propagation. C. The subscripts is TE and trademark designations denote the number of half-sine wave variations of the field components in X and Y directions respectively. D. Trademark 11 is called the dominant mode. The correct answer is trademark 11 is called the dominant mode. Oscillations are obtained from a reflex klystron only for combinations of anode voltage and repeller voltage that give a favorable transit time. A true, B false, C, D. The correct answer is true. In the given figure shows a 10 dB directional coupler. If power input at port 1 is 100 MW, power output at port 3 is A 10 MW. B 15 MW, C 20 MW, D 25 MW. The correct answer is 10 MW. The noise figure of klystron amplifier is about A 25 dB, B 3 dB, C 0, D 1 dB. The correct answer is 25 dB. Which one of the following is true for EM wave propagation through rectangular waveguide of cross-section 2AXA? A critical wavelength for TE10 mode is the same as that for TE02 mode. B. Critical wavelength for TE10 mode is 1/2 of that for TE10 mode. C. Critical wavelength for TE10 mode is the same as that for trademark 10 mode. D. Critical wavelength for TE10 mode is double that for TE01 mode. The correct answer is critical wavelength for TE10 mode is the same as that for trademark 10 mode. In the given figure, the line voltage after a number of reflections will be A 30V, B 30V, C 10V, D 10V. The correct answer is 10V.